Hey guys, I wanted to make this video to talk a little bit about Stamp 4 visa renewal process. I recently got my visa renewed, which was in March, and I thought of sharing some information about, what's the latest process, what are the documents involved, and roughly what are the timelines that you can expect. So, if for those who don't know what Stamp 4 is or what are the different types of stamps, I have made few videos talking specifically about Stamp 4 or different stamps in general. I have those links in the description, so you can watch those. But Stamp 4 on a high level is a visa that allows you to work with any employer here in Ireland without having any restrictions, as you might have some in your Stamp 1 visa. So there are a few things that you need to know about making an online application. But before I jump into the actual information, one thing is that in my case, it was a renewal application. So I already had a Stamp 4 for about 2 years, and it was about to expire, so I got it renewed recently. So the only thing you might see change in a renewal application and a first-time application is the documents, which I'll talk about a little bit at the end, but it's a renewal process. So talking about what's involved. First is that it's an online process if you live in Dublin. As of today, if you're outside of Dublin, you still need to do an offline process, which might involve booking an appointment and going to the actual immigration office. But do check the website for the latest updates always, and that's how you make your decision. So that's first. Now, because I live in Dublin, I use the online service. So there's an online renewal service. I have a link in the description where you can log in, you put in all your details, your personal details. And in my case, because it was a renewal application, I had to submit some supporting documents, which were a few. First being my passport scanned copy, of course. Second was my existing IRP card, and I added some supporting documents. Like first was an insurance letter, like a medical insurance. Second, I added an employment letter because I work here, so I add the employment letter as well. And if you need, you can add some address proof when you're submitting your application. So these are the only documents you need when submitting your renewal application. That's all I uploaded, and that was good enough for me. I think in around December of 2020, it was taking a lot of time to process an application. Some of the friends I know got their Stamp 4 renewed in about 4 weeks or 6 weeks time frame. But when I applied, I got my application from the day I submitted to receiving my Stamp 4 was about 3 weeks, or even less than 3 weeks. It was 2.5 weeks. So it's pretty quick. And the third thing is that make sure that the address on your application form is correct, as the stamp or the IRP card would be delivered to your home address that you give in the application. Once I received my new IRP card, the old IRP card is still with me, but it's not valid anymore, so it's not useful. But there's nothing else that you need to do after you've received your Stamp 4. Now, it might happen, I know from some of my friends, is that you might get an email, so keep an eye on that. Sometimes there would be additional documents expected from you. So if that happens, you have to provide those. But in my case, I didn't have to submit any more documents. So that's the information. I hope it's useful, and if you think it is, give it a thumbs up. Share with others, and if you've got any questions, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you.